Hey guys, do you see? Can you see the video? Current viewers, stream health, excellent. Messages. Focus like CEO. Vision بدلوا stream health, analytics, current viewers. One current viewer. Alright. فيها جديد ترى عاود حلو ستريمه. صاحبي هذا كله مش تعرف. ثم اختراع اسمه هيستوري. ترى شوف فما حاجة جديدة ولا نزل بارامتر. هاي نزل كواليتي. اوه ترى عامل 720 ولا ديك عامل فول سكرين. توا stream health. Okay, I'm gonna edit this. So title, working on clients website. Hello. I'll be streaming live here on YouTube for the first time. Happy Eid for all my Muslim brothers out there. Happy Eid. صفر شوي عليه معليش عادي. ليه ليش مدخل just for هذه ستريم. مش نجرب ستريم كيفاش نشوف شو نحط فيه ريدت. I'm here at the streaming live here on YouTube for the first time. Happy Eid for all my Muslims. Oh, nails. زينين صح. اما بار كونتر الكاتيجوري محطوط غلطة people and الكاتيجوري بتاع ستريم ولا اي معناها safe for kids نجم تفرجوا على الستريم. Science and technology, music, gaming, entertainment. It's our science and technology. Technologia. أشهد أن تكنولوجيا. Try to figure out how this OBS works and to check the chat. Baby, can you try to open up the stream and write anything on the chat platform? Or hold on. I'll try it myself. I want to see where I can see the chat. Subscribe. I'm subscribed. واحكي chat ترى. فماش chat.
Hi, my name is Bruno Imbrizi.
Really?
I'm a creative coder and a fan of rock music. I've worked with big agencies, small design studios and production companies alike, creating visuals for Dell, Adidas, Universal Music and others. Experimenting with creative coding never gets boring. There's always something to explore, new techniques to learn or new images to create.
Okay.
Playing with it, I merge my interest in motion graphics and visuals with programming, so I can develop, draw and animate anything.
Live chat lets viewers send messages to you and each other during a live stream or premiere. Okay. في ساعة رابيد الستريم حسيت في ساعة ما يخلص. Allow embedding. Recording 8. Stream language. Stream language is gonna be English, so I can target all the people out there. Add tag React. Next, intercom after each tag. Next, JS. Technologia. Technology. Software. Please app. Design. Web design. Communication. That's it. Hey, أما كيفاش I enable the chat? Comments are disabled for the stream. Why? You may see comments are turned off. Here's why. You've selected the setting to disable comments. YouTube may have turned off comments of some content for safety reasons, like to protect minors for blah blah blah. Your channel or video's audio is set as made for kids. Learn more about this setting. Comments on automatically generated blah blah blah. خاطر حاطط safe for kids. What? It's not made for kids. Yeah, it's not for kids. Age restriction. There shouldn't be age restriction. Our comments should be on. Anyone can comment. Anyone. Basic moderation. Basic. Sort by top. Customization. Live reactions. Okay, perfect. Don't show chat. Hey chat, welcome to my channel. What a great time to be alive here. World War III Inc. Funny stuff. Alright. Hey guys. This is my very first time streaming. Very welcome to watch me now. Build a client website and tweaking. Building client website technology. I'll be using some more fancy complex animations. Add flavor. No flavor. Win. Vercel changing terms of service, feeding your data to AI. I just received an email that Vercel is changing their terms of service that allow them to use users' code to train AI. They gotta change. These companies are willing to use your data. You love it or hate it. They will not care. You're just gonna feed it to the LLM. You use it as a tool to enhance their internal LLMs. Just get over it, guys. Everybody does it. Google, AWS, Anthropic, OpenAI. Everybody does this nowadays. They just don't give a F about that anymore. Welcome back. You're really logged in. What's the best authentication library for beginner? Landing page I built. Tunisia Tech. تونيجيا تك.
ابدأ بخطوة جديدة من هوستنجر. احصل على استضافة وووردبريس مدارة مقابل $3.29 فقط في الشهر، وشغلها مع أول وكيل AI في العالم. أنشئ موقع ووردبريس الخاص بك وقم بإدارته باستخدام AI، واحصل على دومين مجاني وأشهر إضافية مجانية وصندوق بريد إلكتروني ودعم على مدار الساعة. الآن بأقل من ربع اشتراك في خدمة بث الموسيقى. جرب لمدة 30 يوماً دون مخاطر. انضم إلى أكثر من 4 ملايين شخص متصلين بالإنترنت مع هوستنجر. حول فكرتك إلى موقع إلكتروني مع استضافة وووردبريس المدعومة بالAI. انطلق على هوستنجر.
تكتيكة.
Listen to this track, bitch.
شو بعثهولك في دوكيمون
That
كله.
one, girl.
شو هذول مسائي في رمضان بده يظهر المضاها
Beauty and the
نظر هذا. This is my very first time streaming on YouTube. Your support means the world to me. You're welcome. You're welcome to. You're welcome. مرحبا يا شعب اللي هي ليس. اصحابي ظهر اي اسمع شفت البروفايل بيكتشر بتاعي في لينكدين عملت واحدة طيارة ركزت معها على الآخر. Current viewers. إسلاميستا الرفع يا في واحد عمل يفوت صح. واحد عمل لي ابوت في ريدت هذيك كيما الفوروم. Alright, let's start working on this. Figma design, then نجيبوها من كريس كود ولا انتي جرافيتي صح؟ كريس كود. لازم use AI features معناها. This is a must nowadays. You cannot what? Let's compile it. Alright, work done. Let's open the project. Later. npm dev. Alright, page d'accueil, alignez le titre à gauche en mettant la première ligne au même niveau que la deuxième. Ajoutez un effet au bouton parlant de votre projet. Alright. Let's fix these issues. Alignez le titre à gauche. Page d'accueil. Titre à gauche en mettant la première ligne au même niveau. Ok, ajoutez un effet au bouton parlant de votre projet. Yo, lol, I thought this was going to be a video about design and animation. Good luck. Oh, syntax and render. Yes, welcome to the channel. Yes, actually, this is about design and animation. Number one, Shida King. Top fan. 75 XP. For every comment, you gain 25. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, it's about.
She just raised $75 million, so you never have to hope teams adopt new tools. We should probably talk about that. Meet Scribe. They're the workflow AI platform that's quietly taking over Silicon Valley, not by launching another tool, but by fixing the part everyone
syntax and render. Alright, that's what we want. Download de votre projet. Donc, était موجودة في الهيرو. Create a link, alright. So when hovering over that, we can add So when I hover, I want to add the drop filter. What do we call it here? Drop filter tailoring. Backdrop filter. Yeah, this is what I'm looking at. I think this is the one, right? When I hover over this button, I need to apply backdrop filter. Doesn't work. Maybe cut it small. I need to add prettier. Hold on, let me format. Format document. Doesn't format, so we need prettier. Let's use code format. Backdrop. Okay, backdrop filter مخرج. Interesting. So backdrop blur, it should blur the image here. What is this? Apparently it doesn't do anything here. Yeah, you can add it here to this class name. Background. Blur. Right. Okay, blur. Alright, so on hover. So apparently if you want to blur a button or any object using Tailwind CSS, you don't use the backdrop blur actually. You use the blur here. So we're gonna apply apply a slight blur on the button, and we want to add this animation when I hover over the button. So when hovering over that, and if it's possible to animate it this way, so it's going to become blurry, the text is going to shift a bit. I mean, it's ugly, and the color of the text is going to change. So when I hover over this as well, I want to change the BG to black, but it's telling me that this is, yeah, it's too black. Exactly. So the animation look like this. The outline should be on white, the background black, and the text to white. So here we have 3 different animations. By the way, guys, this is my very first time streaming here on YouTube. So this setup is a bit weird for me. And I haven't installed yet the plugins for VS Code, so sorry for that. Alright, as you can see here, we are applying multiple hover animations to the text. So here we're gonna do text white. So the hover BG black, text white, and another hover animation. We're gonna do an outline. Outline of form. Yep. So it's very close to what we have done here, right? Yeah. But I feel like the blur is a bit too much. So can you do XS? Even for the XS, it's still too much. Yeah, because here you can see the text is still visible. So we probably want to, can we personalize this? Like blur 01 or blur 03? Be possible to do? Yeah, add pixel, yep. Nope. So the blur mechanism. Let's see how this works. Backdrop. It's always good to read the documentation, guys, trust me. This is a good process. It lets you understand how the plugin works and how everything is set up here.
When you have the perfect response in your head, but your fingers just can't
blur
keep up.
XS. Alright, use the blur theme variables to customize the backdrop blur
Now I use
utilities in your
Whisperflow.
project.
I just think out loud and it creates perfect
Backdrop
formatted text on
filter
any
line.
Apple website. Whisperflow understood what I
Alright.
was trying to say and gave me the
So
exact
apparently-
output I wanted. Check out the
Oh my god, look at that. This sucks. Over BG black. We can do this. XS. If you read the XS, you're gonna see that the blur XS means 4 pixels, right? So we can customize that. And if you're using TW blur as the variable, TW brightness, contrast, grayscale, rotate, everything is already set up for us. So is there a way to override this? This is the question. So apparently there is a way, and I can do this. Backdrop blur and set up the value. Right. Can we do this? Should be 4. Nope, it's not possible. Backdrop blur doesn't work. Use the blur. Alright. So we can use this here. I think in the globals, the CSS, we can go into the theme, and right here we can change the blur XS to maybe 1 pixel instead. Let's see if this works. Yep, that works. Amazing. So the easiest way to override this value is you go into the global.css where you call the theme directory here, I think we have two ways of doing this. One in the globals, as you can see here, we are importing Tailwind CSS as a package, as the entire syntax here, and then we are overriding there. But I think we wrote the theme 2 times. The CSS is yelling at me unknown true theme for some reason. Maybe this is more of a configuration stuff. Let's see why this. The unknown rule is a common letting warning in code editor like VS Code. Install the official Tailwind CSS extension. Menu set the language mode for your CSS file from CSS to Tailwind CSS. Open your CSS file, change language mode, alright? You want to change the language mode to Tailwind CSS. Yeah, now it works. As you can see here, you can override it. Cool stuff. Alright, so we've been able to replicate the animation that the client requested. As you can see, there's a slight animation for the text that is happening here. Subtle movement. So it looks like the text is being transformed in the y-axis. So all we gotta do here is go into the CSS class, apply, translate. We need to transform, and we need to translate on the X. Translate on the y-axis. But when hovering, this is gonna only be effective when I hover over that. This doesn't work. Probably want to add the animation. No. Just transform. The transform will work on the skew and the rotation animation only. So these are the only property that will be affected. Let's try again. Translate y. Okay, we need to add an animation. Oh, this is cool animation. Nice. Alright, this is cool animation. I think the client will like it. Interesting stuff. Alright. Alright, so here we're gonna modify this to be left aligned. Very simple stuff. So the hero tag is here. And all we gotta do here is, instead of text center, we're gonna do text left. That's it. Alright. That's the thing. Ajouter un effet au bouton paramètre projet, page service. Je n'ai pas encore vérifié le texte, mais j'ai mis les icônes en pièce jointe. Alright, for the services, she didn't verify the text yet. Here on the video.
Deeply powered by AI, Filmora 15 understands your intent, dissolving the space between thought and action. When creativity and AI merge, every gap is gracefully bridged. With AI Extend, those almost moments find their perfect continuation. The shot keeps flying, and the energy never breaks. You stay in motion. And
بعثلك سيت ويب توتا ترافيك. ما تظهرش البارتي الوطنية تخي بيزار باهي دونك نحيوها بيزارمون ما تظهرش. هذايا شنو سفاري ولا جوجل كروم؟ جوجل كروم تخي بيزار بالعكس تحفونا ساعة تشوف لي زانيماسيون الكل هما كيما السلايدز نتاع باوربوينت دونك كل وحدة تعمل انيماسيون تاعها دخلت لك الباج. اي بيربس بوربوس باهي خلينا نشوفو علاش let's see what's going on here. Let's ask Gemini why this keeps on happening. Every time I inspect DevTools, the app crashes. How to fix? Upstairs is notoriously frustrating because it essentially says something broke and then crashes the very tool DevTools we need to see what broke. Next.js typically happens when the runtime error occurs in client component. Most common. Next.js is extremely sensitive to folder file casing on Linux-based environments like Vercel, even if it works on your local blah blah blah. Check your import statements and folder names. If your folder is named components, nope, don't have any of that. Using window or local storage directly in the component body instead of inside use effect. Oh, this could be the problem. Yep, that could be the problem. We are using the scroll stack here and we're checking if the type of window is here. So we need to do this inside of use effect. Yep. Yep, this could be the problem. Use effect has to be inside the components. Yep, that was the problem. We fixed it. Thank you very much, Gemini. It was very easy to fix. So let me grab the comment here and let me register the GSAP plugin. So now we can debug the issue with this not being rendered on smaller height screens. So for smaller devices, apparently this doesn't show up. Let me refresh. Alright, this is too small. Alright, this works. Alright. Still rendering. That's a bit weird. Yeah, this is weird. It renders on my computer. It works on my machine, kind of meme. If it works, oh, here it is. This is the issue. Oh. Let me set the height to be smaller. All right. I can see the issue. So for smaller heights, this doesn't render here. Because we need to split we need to give it fixed height here. Apparently this is not dynamic, so we need to make it dynamic. It's an easy fix. It should be easy, relatively easy. No réalisation, portfolio, we go here, no réalisation. The width is taking 80% of the total. Space in here, we're not setting up any height, any fixed height. Right? So the entire section has minimum height screen, so it's 100% VH. And we probably want to set this as fixed. Yeah, so we're gonna do minimum height, and we're gonna specify that this should have 20 VH of the available space, at least. But this doesn't work. I mean, hold on. No, it should be here. Trust logos. This one should have height of 20 VH fixed. And here we should give this minimum height screen, but for this grid calls, we're gonna give it a height of 20 VH. No, 60 VH. Hold on. That didn't work out. Interesting. Because actually we need to use a different method here. We want to make sure that the screen will render both the client's images here, logos, and we want to have that marquee, this animation. So we need to make sure that whenever we set the size, those two sections are rendered properly. So they have to be dynamic. And to make sure that these grid is dynamic, we can set up. There is a grid. I remember. I don't know what we call it, but you can make the grid flexible. Let's ask it. Items to render based on the height. Based on the height given on the screen. I have two sections. One is using grid, and the other is static. Should have 60 VH. The second one, 20 VH. So it's always visible. To achieve layout where your grid is truly dynamic based on the viewport height, most service approaches use CSS grid. That's what I've done. Display grid, height, under VH. Yeah, this is the stuff. Grid template grows 60 VH.